Wheels with Wondra from Snell Motors on the corner of Madison Avenue and Highway 22 in Mankato. Jeff is here today. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good. Very good.
Not Monday, right?
It's not Monday. It's awesome.
It is. Whatever it is not Monday. So today we're talking about Apple CarPlay and what's the other one called? Android Auto?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple, and I promise these are not things that are built to distract you more while you're driving, but just the opposite, make things a little bit easier. So just think of all those apps on your phone and different things with your phone that are compatible for your vehicle. You reach for your phone, you look at your phone, and you're definitely nowhere near looking at the road. What this does is it kind of projects those things onto the screen of your vehicle, so the only place your eyes will be going is to the radio screen, which obviously having radio screens and where they're located in vehicles, there's been millions of dollars put into place to make sure that it's safe. So, helping move in the right direction. So some of the main features that people are going to use with these, one of the big things is going to be the Maps feature. So if you have an iPhone, you have iPhone, the Maps, and it updates probably every 30 seconds as opposed to a built-in navigation system that would update every 3 years. So you can imagine the difference. I had a conversation yesterday with somebody saying that if you ever had a vehicle with navigation and it's out of date, you type it in and you can't figure it out and it's not coming up. I can't find what do? You grab your phone, you do it that way, and then from then on out, you probably don't trust it and you just use your phone forever. Well, now when you do that, it's just going to project whatever your phone would show right on the screen, so you don't have to hold it or mount it somewhere. It's now your big 8-inch screen iPhone that's up on the display. So let's say that you have some pretty awesome features like traffic and some different directions, or you have it set up in your phone that you don't want to go on this road because you know the traffic's really bad or whatever it is. That all pops right onto the screen and it takes over your maps for your iPhone or your Google navigation services for your Android Auto. It's all built in. It's not something you subscribe to. It's just part of the vehicle. And this is something that's going to be on most 2016 and 17 vehicles. Next thing is going to be, while you have it plugged in and all integrated like that, you don't have to go back to the old one for the messages. So when you get a text message, it'll obviously read it out loud to you. But GM doesn't have an awesome reply feature. So what this will do is it allows you to speak your text, it'll read it back to you, and then you just say send. These are things you can do without ever taking your eyes off the road. You're just pressing a button on your steering wheel and sending the text message back and forth just to let your boss know you're running late or whatever it is. If it is kind of a serious thing and you don't want to pull over, you can do it via voice. Next one's obviously just the phone. So making phone calls, returning missed calls. You can look through your call log, your voicemail, all those different things. Again, you won't have to flip back to the old screen to do it. You can do it all from that screen that you're working with. And then music. You can go through your iTunes. You can search by song, playlist, artist. There's a ton of different searches, and it seems like they're updating this Apple CarPlay and Android Auto quite often. So it just gets better and better and better, which is awesome. But then there's also the third-party apps. Okay, so let's say iHeartRadio and Minnesota 93. Anywhere on planet Earth, you can dial that in and listen to that from that third-party app on your phone that you pull up on the radio screen. But also podcasts, audiobooks, and then like Major League Baseball. Some people have that app on their phone and they want to listen to the Twins win every once in a while. You can do that anywhere without having that specific radio
occasionally
coverage. But CBS Radio, Overcast, audiobooks, there's a ton of different apps that you can download to your phone that will actually show up on your screen in your vehicle. Pretty much any iPhone or Android phone within the last 3 years, you're good to go. But everybody knows that if your phone is 1 month old, it's super old and outdated.
Right.
So odds are you probably have a new enough phone, so not a problem. Now, there's one more thing. On the 2017 vehicles, you'll start to see a shop button. So you can shop from in your vehicle. And great.
Jeff's like, dang, I got to talk about it. It's all options.
Nice.
It's things. It's just not a car with a motor that goes.
So hear me out here. Instead of having the apps on your phone, you can download these apps right into your vehicle. So you don't even need a phone with you. And there's not a ton of them yet. But the great thing is they're adding apps to this all the time. So a few of the main apps that are out right now one is the Weather Channel. That's a big one. There's a lot of weather geeks out there, or maybe farmers that want to know what the weather's like. It's pretty important to them. They can just pull up all the weather information for anywhere, and it shows up on that super awesome built-in application, and it's not through your phone, so you don't even need to access your phone or start that whole thing. There's also one called Glimpse. Let's just say that you're on your way home from work and you're like 15, 20 minutes later than normal, and your phone's dead or you're on the line with somebody else and your wife calls. And some wives, sorry honey, they all think you're dead if you don't answer on the first ring.
You got one of those.
Right. So there's this Glimpse app. And what she can do is she can go on her phone, look at the app, and she can see that my vehicle is safely traveling en route to our home.
Oh, sneaky.
So there's a reason that I didn't answer the phone, of course, and I am indeed alive. So you can share that with your loved ones. But also, if your child is 16 and driving and they don't answer their phone,
You're not where you said you were.
Exactly where they're at. Download the app into the vehicle. Super awesome. You just go to that shop button in those 2017s. And then the last one is OnStar at your service. It's a good thing, I promise. It tracks where you go in the fact that it'll send you coupons if you go to certain restaurants, retailers, gas stations, and then, if there's parking situations, pay to park. It'll watch where you go consistently, and if you go to Starbucks 5 times a week, it's going to send you a Starbucks coupon so you can use that as you go. So it's pretty cool in that aspect, and there's going to be more apps to come. So if you look on your IntelliLink radio systems and you can arrow right and left, that's to allow for more apps to be downloaded into the vehicle.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it's cool. I think about that sometimes. You're at the gas station pumping gas, and it comes up and it's like, print a coupon now. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But to know specifically that they're going to know you were at Starbucks, you were, stopping at Super America, and you're like, hey, sweet. I can just go show them my phone and get 2 hot dogs for 99 cents. Sweet deal. Mm-hmm. Some people are kind of afraid of that Big Brother watching you thing, but, I kind of like it. If you're targeting the things that I like and I can save money on the things I like, then why not?
Absolutely. Saves you from coupon hunting.
It's. I would say it's pretty safe to say that in 2016, regardless of who you are, they can track you through something anyway. So just give up. Yeah. Go all in. And pretty soon it's going to be Minority Report, like where retinal scan happens when you walk into a building and the advertising talks to you. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much the way it is in some spots already. So, all right, so we can learn all about that in the car today if we stop by for a test drive on a beautiful sunny Tuesday in Mankato.
That's right.
All right, Jeff Wondra with us today from Snell Motors for Wheels with Wondra. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.